Dear friends, I am Jeshua, your friend and brother, and a kindred spirit. I am not other than you, for I am in you. On earth, I was the bearer of a new energy, of the vibration of the heart consciousness that is now awakening on a grand scale. The heart consciousness in you is becoming increasingly palpable. I am the living voice of heart consciousness, here and now, which is why I am not someone other than you. I am in you. You know me, because you have already heard the call of the heart. You cannot live with, and in, a consciousness based on fear, on struggle and an ongoing fight for survival, and on emotional poverty. The heart consciousness that you all reach out toward, and of which I was an early representative, is directly connected to your soul. It is essentially a consciousness that is born from the coming together of the soul and the human. Heart consciousness, or love, also exists outside the earthly sphere, but it is only in being human, with all its peaks and valleys, that heart or soul consciousness love takes on a form. Love is a unique energy, the only energy that can encompass, and simultaneously treat as equal, both the light and the dark. In love, there is always a deep understanding of what is human, and with a deep acceptance of what that means, for example, what it is like to really love another person. If you truly feel love for someone, then you accept both the light and the dark sides of that person. You see the mixture, the play of light and shadow in the other, both the fears with which they struggle, and also the beautiful, pure qualities in that person, and you accept this entire power play of opposites. You are not just in love with the light in the other, no, you see their entire being, and that is what you want to live with. Nor is love desirous of change. It fully accepts what is, and is satisfied with what is. Love is therefore an energy of fullness. Everything is good, just as it is. I see your beauty, even though you struggle with pain or fear, anger or resistance. Love sees through it all. Therefore, love is not an energy that is within duality. It is an energy that transcends duality and can therefore encompass light and dark at the same time. This is the consciousness that wants to be born on earth at this time. First of all, through all of you as unique individuals. Love is not a value that can be imposed from above. It is a living, warm, conscious energy that wants to become established here on earth. Love is born in the fusion of your soul with being human. In love, you come home, you experience the safety you have missed for so long. Almost all people on earth lack a basic sense of security. How can you develop yourself, be yourself, as it is called, when you lack a basic sense of safety? This creates a void and an isolation in your heart, and, as a result, you feel estranged from security, from a sense of safety and belonging. This sense of isolation or rejection creates a great amount of turmoil in you, and so it has become an aspect of being human to seek a way out of solitude and alienation by reaching for external sources of safety, acquiring property and possessions, being successful, establishing a career, knowing people, and having many friends. But these can be all outer manifestations of an inner lack. Relationships, family, there are many outer structures in the human world that help to hold off that feeling of inner emptiness, that lack of essential security. Society, as it is today, is driven by that basic sense of insecurity. Hence the chasing after more, the unrest, the searching, the setting of goals and pursuing them. But if that emerges out of a deep sense of insecurity and lack, it will never be really filled. There will always be that inner void that haunts you, that feels like a gaping wound. Everything that fills it up seems to be temporary, always fading, never permanent. Therefore, all the external goals you set, even when they are lofty and idealistic, cannot really awaken your heart consciousness if you have not first experienced connection with your own soul, with that which has created you, with that of whom you are the outer manifestation. That outer manifestation, that is you right here, right now, your body and your personality, which were shaped by your genes, by your family history, and by the country where you were born and its culture. All these factors make you who you are. But in the end, there is an origin of all these elements, and that origin is outside time, outside your personality, and that origin is your soul. Feel the reality of your soul. First of all, Feel the mystery of it. Feel that you do not understand what it is. It is there, even though it escapes every mental concept and all categories. Ask for an image, who or what is my soul? See if a spontaneous image comes to you. Imagination or visual thinking often surpasses the mind and, therefore, can say more than words. Feel within yourself, I am a mystery. There are continual thoughts in me, sensations and emotions which come and go, yet there is also something in me that perceives all this. There is a spaciousness inside me that includes the light and the dark, the positive and the negative thoughts, the emotions, all of it. There is something in me that holds it all together. Feel within yourself, I am a mystery. Everything I do, and everything I think I am, despite the outer form, cannot contain what I am. Feel that you are independent and free of all that. Something in you is so much greater than your earthly personality, greater than what you have been told, greater than what you have taken in from your surroundings. Call up that free, independent being in you. Summon your soul. It wants nothing more than to join you. The soul is mysterious, but not abstract. The soul is very present, has clear goals, is very concrete and focused. But you are often lost, cast out into a world that is unfamiliar with the soul, that denies that mystery, a world that wants to explain everything with words through theories and rules and laws. Yet the soul wants to come down into this world, it wants to inspire you. Feel the power of your soul. Your soul is also connected to your body. Were it not for your soul, you would not be breathing, you would not be alive. You were not born of a seed or an egg, you were born of a divine power, of a divine will, and so you are a part of that divine power and that divine will. Feel how powerful and beyond words is your origin. Imagine it before you as a source of sparkling and fresh clear water that flows through you. You can think of it as a shower, or you can imagine sitting in a mountain stream and feeling the clear water flowing around and through you. The water reminds you of your origin, and that you are independent and free from all worldly, restrictive ideas. Feel that you are young, no matter what your age. Feel again your youthfulness. There was a discussion today about the inner child. The child symbolizes the eternal youth of the soul. The deepest desire of the soul is to always live, to discover, to experience, to become aware of the divine in itself in every way, and to reveal itself to you and to others. The deepest impulse of the soul is joy, and joy belongs to youth and spontaneity. Move back into the realm of the soul. Let yourself be touched by the living water, that source within you. Throw all the fatigue and negativity you have experienced recently into the water and let all that simply wash away.